pretty disastrous for the SNP. I mean, it's pretty much over for Mr. Youssef. He could be gone before today is out. He could be gone over the weekend, or he could be gone sometime next week or sometime in May. We don't know exactly when, but he will be gone. It's finished. His time is over. Alexander's right. He will be known as HUMZA the Brief. And he's just proved not up to the job. He was never the sharpest pencil in the box. He's managed to lose support all around him. His fate now hangs on a woman who used to be an MSP for the SNP, but she defected to Alex Salmond's party, a woman that he said when she left that she would be no great loss. Well, that no great loss is now the woman that could determine his short-term fate.
Was it an impossible job for HUMZA Yousaf, replacing Nicola Sturgeon, both after a long time with her as First Minister, but then given everything that's been going on in the party and the police investigation and so on, what was it an impossible job, or did he make a bad job worse?
But it was an impossible job because he's not up to it. So I think at any time he would have floundered and found it difficult. But it was, and I think the implication of your question is right, it was particularly difficult for him, given he wasn't up to it, in the manner in which he inherited it. You know, the SNP have been in power for longer than the Tories in Westminster now. We know how the Tories are doing in Westminster. They're cruising for a bruising. The SNP have been in power in Scotland for 17 years. They've got little to show for it. Above all, and what matters to them, what gets them out of bed in the morning, which is independence, separation from the rest of the United Kingdom. They've got nowhere on that. That is going nowhere. It was beginning to fray at the edges. Nicola Sturgeon had been allowed the Greens, a pretty extreme Green Party, to take the SNP down very unpopular routes, from gender recognition to a terrible return bottling scheme. Everything they touched turned to dust. And so you add all that up together, it was not a good time. Plus, of course, the fact that Mick Plod, knacker of the Scotland Yard in Edinburgh, had been investigating the SNP for corruption, and of course that has resulted in the arrest and charging of Nicola Sturgeon's husband.